Today I'm building a fence for my brother. He knows that when quality counts, you gotta call Ballard & Son Construction. So he gave us a call to come over and build a fence for him. One thing I'll tell you is that this laser right here really helps a lot. Mark these posts all level with a benchmark from that laser, measure up from there, and I'll be able to cut them all even. Second thing that comes into play is this 10 1/4 inch circular saw right here. That means that I can cut all these 4x4s in one clean pass versus this 7 1/4 inch circular saw here that I've been using for the last 8 years. So last year we bought this, and now we're able to cut these 4x4s in one pass. So we laser level them and then clean cut them. Use a 16-foot 2x4 to span the top of them, and we use all galvanized material for our fasteners. Right here we got our ring shanks. I want to tell you a little bit about our material. We order our material from Kima Hardware. Let me show you something. This says end use ground contact nature wood. Okay, all this material is ground contact rated. A lot of material can be treated, but it's not all ground contact treated. Okay, we have our 16-foot lumber here because the 16-foot board is more expensive than two 8-foot boards, but there's half as many joints or butts whenever you build your railing, and we like to use a full 16-inch rail for the top of the fence. That way you have less of a chance of the fence bowing or twisting over the years. Our pickets here, these are a 2x6 that are ripped down in half, and if you look at them, see how the grain matches on that? So that'll show you what I'm talking about here. These are thick like a deck board, and they're not going to twist and warp on you. So when you're doing a comparison on what you're paying for versus what you're getting, sometimes you can definitely be fooled. We drive, what I'll show you real quick is a 10-inch lumber lock into the bottom of the post, and that will make sure that the posts do not slip out of the concrete. And of course we use a full 8-foot post with our holes 24 inches deep, so we're using about 2 bags of concrete per hole, which is 160 pounds. So you definitely have a lot more of a foundation. That's what's going to keep that fence lasting for 20 years, is this material and the extra care that we take whenever we install your posts. So keep that in mind whenever you're getting those quotes this summer. Another thing is that we dig a wide hole so that you have a full 4 inches all the way around the post. The hole needs to be a minimum of 12 inches wide. That gives you the 4 inches for your post and 4 inches on each side, and that's really important when you're talking about the integrity of the concrete. So that, along with the anchors that we put at the bottom of the post, that's what's going to keep the foundation of your fence lasting for 20 years. As well as having the concrete coming over the surface so that there's no dirt and mud sitting on top of the concrete where the water is just going to collect and rot your post out at the base. Before I end the video, I just want to show you the lumber locks, or the timber locks. We use a 10-inch. I've installed 2 of them on this post right here near the bottom, 2 inches from the bottom, and then another 2 inches up there. So that's 10 inches wide. It goes inside of a 12-inch wide hole, and those are what is going to keep that post from ever being able to slip out of that concrete. It's never going to happen. Bell the bottom of the holes, and that, my friends, is the Ballard & Son difference.